everyone. I'm Robin with Robinswreathery. Welcome. Okay. Let's see if we can find it. Well, I think it did it again. How is everyone doing? Hope you had a great weekend. Okay. Okay. Looks like it's in the wrong place. So, forgive me. I'm going to have to take a minute and share it. And I can't do that. So, how can we fix this? All right. Let me just go to the original one because nobody's going to find me there. And just wish something would work just one time. Now it's telling me it's trying to reconnect, and then it's picking up messages. And I turned that off. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, let me go in and fix this because people are going to be waiting there for me and I'm not there. So just give me a second. I appreciate that. Let's see. Okay. We got a comment here and tell everybody wrong place. It must have done 2 again. So, again, I apologize. Yep, it did 2 again. Delete. Okay. And I don't know why it keeps doing that. But hopefully by Wednesday, I'll have it all straightened out. And again, I apologize. Okay, go one more place and fix it there. It tells me to do it one way, and I do it, and then it tells me to do a different way. And there, it's not even showing up. Okay. Because I know I posted it there. There. Okay. Hopefully, whoever's over at the other, they'll be able to find me. And it looks like the feed stopped too. If you're watching, let me know you can see this, okay? I'd appreciate it. Because the thumbnail is wrong. So, how is everybody doing tonight? We'll start again. All right. It's not letting me in. Oh, just love it. Love it, love it. All right. So they should be able to find me after that. Chew. Excuse me. Chew. All right. So I have a wedding gift I have to send out. for one of my nieces. So we're going to make a door hanger tonight. Now, a lot of people would prefer that these already be painted. The option has been put in there to buy it already painted. We came up with a different way of inscribing on this, so there's no need to stain it anymore. However, I did put a wax on top of it. Hi, Monica. So, we are going to tape these letters down, and we are going to get cracking. And I'm sorry for the confusion again. Hey, Tiff, sorry about that. I don't have any clue as to why it's doing that, and I apologize. So, I tried to go in and let everybody know where I was. So, we're going to be doing these letters in like a navy blue, because I'm told her door is blue. So, we have their last name, so we're going to put that out there. Then we have established 2025, because they're getting married in June. And I'm hoping she doesn't watch this, so she won't see it ahead of time. Oh, thank you. I just don't understand what I'm doing wrong. And until I figure it out, I guess that's going to happen. Alright, so I'm using one of these blotters, because sometimes they're just easier to paint them. Just a matter of dabbing. And if it's too light, I may just glue it down in place and then go ahead and paint another coat while it's on. Paint's awful runny, and I shook it real good. I don't know why that's happening. But this is just another easy technique on how to paint it. It keeps the paint from getting on the side, as long as you don't have too much on there. Toots, excuse you. She's looking at me like, what did I do wrong? I'm told the videos are coming out better now that we're off that other streaming channel and that the volume is better, but I guess until I get the sequence down, if you don't see me within the allotted time, just go back into YouTube and see where I am. This time I was a little prepared, but I don't know why. Although two different pictures showed up, so that might lead me to help figure out why it did that. Look how easy that is to paint like that. So we're going to let it dry a little, and I think we're going to go for a second coat. Again, I know I shook this, but it's just sounding really runny. And like I said, the listing is in Goimagine, and it's already painted for you. So all you have to do is decide on what color you want your letters and then your bow. And I found with these that we have in our shop, now I'm trying to spider mom, they look really cute in place of a bow. So we may just do it 2 ways and see which one everybody prefers. But yeah, it looks much better with a second coat. Tap, 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 tap. Have any of you ever painted with a dabber? All right, we'll let that dry. You can reuse them over and over again. So what I'm going to try and do is just move this to the side without having this cue go flying. All right. Let's just bring this over here. And let's go ahead and put that there. Well, I know I'm kind of stuck on which greenery. So maybe you can help me decide there. Not with that one, no. If you ordered the stand, you got the St. Patrick's one free with it. And then the one that you ordered was the next set. Does that make sense? All right, we've got several choices here. Okay, we've got ivy. Maybe if I turn it around like this, you can kind of see. Now look, you could just get away with one of these spider mums on here and you wouldn't even need a bow. And everybody's ribbon went out, so thank you very much for that. Or we can do some lamb's ear, which the lamb's ear always makes this look farmhouse. And I'm not sure of her, what kind of design she likes. And then we have this ribbon and this ribbon. I think I'm leaning towards this. Okay, and the reason being, I don't want to date it like for a specific month or time of year, where this is just always in style. And we could, even if we wanted to, we could even add that with it too. So what are your thoughts? I think that's the way to go because it's neutral. I'm not really sure what color blue her door is. So what do you think? I like how that looks. I think we'll chop a little bit off. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the way to go. Then if she's not really into flowers, you know. And of course, this time when I put the zip tie in, I'm going to actually put a zip tie on the back as the hanger. So I won't have to staple anything to it. So when this goes in, this will already be on the back and it'll grab it well. I am telling you, I'm dropping everything. And I don't know if it's from lack of sleep. Like I picked up the whole container and the top was not open, but yet the bottom was. So when I picked up the container, all these went flying. Only me, right? So that's going to be my hanger. So I'm going to have this ready to put on the back there when I put this through, when we put the bow on. So I think we're going to stick with this because it's neutral. And I thought I even have some of these, like if we just wanted to put that in there just as a little something, I have those. Could even go with a mixture and just make it look simple. Does that make sense? All right. We are going to do our bow. And like I said, this is already, it already comes painted. So all you have to do is the top. All right. So I'm really liking this from Sam's. Hi, Rachel. Thank you, because there were two again. Maybe I have to get with Rachel and see how she does it. I tried to set it up ahead of time, but yeah, I'm not doing a very good job of it, am I? And I thought leaving the streaming service, I wouldn't have any problems getting on. It's complete opposite. So this is like a navy with white polka dots. And with a door hanger, you don't need a very big bow. You could almost just go with this and that would be it. And you'd be fine. So, I'm thinking that's about, it's a little bit under 5. Now, since I don't have measuring on both sides, I can just pull them up like that to measure that they both fall in the same place. That put there to remember to put the pin in it. Now, I think this would be a nice addition. And as you know, since I started with tails on this side and working with this one, that's going to go on this side. I thought it'd be a nice break between the solids, you know, the polka dotted ones, putting a solid in the middle there. And this is kind of like, there was a ribbon I had that had this same like thin, like muted stripes through it, textured. Now I'm going a little bit smaller than those. Jab that right in my thumb. How do you guys like the daytime savings there? Feel a little bit wiped out because I don't feel like I'm ready. I'm used to the change yet. Tried to sleep a little bit yesterday. Now you know what? I'm only going to do one loop in the middle because I don't want that to take away from that. So I think I'm just going to do that. I think that's good enough. Just a little hint. Okay. All right, there it is. All right, now this is a pretty big one, but it is going to hold the majority of everything. Thank you, Monica. This is too thin and this is too thick. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little piece of the blue to cover up the zip tie. That way bring that color back to the front. And that'll finish it off. So, just going to cover it like that. Like I said, I want her to be able to leave this up as long as possible and not have it interfere with the holiday. So, this is how we're going to do this. We're going to put that there. Okay. Yeah. Then we're going to put this. We're going to bring this up through the back and take it down that way, and then add this to the back when it comes through. So we got to turn that around. And then I somehow want to hide this. So I'm going to kind of tuck it under there, and then I'll work it over in the right area. So I'm going to, you know what? We're going to make this bigger. That's not long enough. So I want a piece that I'll be able to tie in the back. Yikes! See what I mean? All thumbs. All right. If I had my hot glue gun on, I could have done it. So we're going to tie it gently so I can work it over this and put it under there. There we go. So just so you can see what I'm doing, pull that through, and then we're going to put this on that. And actually that's working pretty good because that blue ribbon is holding everything in place until I tighten it with that. And and then see, that is my hanger. I'm just going to pull that a little bit tighter. And then we're going to work with this blue under here. And we're going to use that to cover over the zip tie. All right. You can adjust that. Oh, you know what? We want to put some of those in there, don't we? So, that broke off. This I can always go back and glue in here. Actually, let's get a longer one. There. Oh, please. Okay. See how that just looks simple? I got these at Hobby Lobby. Now, my question to you is, do I add a spritz of the brown in there? The brown has, oh, you stop. I'm sorry. You should know, Mama's live. But they never remember. Because they don't watch me. They don't support me. Okay, so what do you think? Should I add a little bit of that in there? Just a little touch under the blue? What's your flavor? Okay, we got a lot of this sticking out. So I'm going to trim some of that. And trim some of that. And I am going to have to, I think, glue that in there. But let's go ahead and tie off this blue ribbon that's covering it over. No, I'm not. You ever notice how your kids, even when they're older, their stuff still filters down? It's filtering. I'm trying to be helpful. But all right, I think that's good because that definitely helped hold that in place. All right. This I want to get up here, and I am going to shorten because we don't need all that. And this one, we are going to shorten too. There. So we want to leave space for the letters. Shorten this one. There we go. And we'll shorten this. Boy, that really looks good against the blue, doesn't it? And I think that'll look good there. And I am going to pull that a little that way. Yeah, this is like that textured linen ribbon. There. So, let's get one of these and we'll put that in there. That's long enough, so that'll be nice. That did it. That made it look good. And another one of these. Now, keep in mind that's probably going to flop. Not sure on this one. I just think it steps it up a little bit. I'll mull over it and see how I feel about it in the morning. Let's move all that out of the way, and then let's go back and give our letters another coat here, because it kind of matches this ribbon, like the coloring. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. Let's go ahead and do this, and then we'll see if we can get these on. Yeah, anytime you're using navy, sometimes that requires a couple coats. And I may end up touching it up again tomorrow. Just one more time. Although I have to ship it tomorrow. So the shower is Sunday. And I can't make it. We have so many birthdays this month and things. I'm already going to have to shut down on Saturday because it's my granddaughter's birthday party. I'll make sure I take pictures of the balloon bouquet. It's going to be all mermaids. Ariel. There we go. And you can reuse these, so I'm just going to leave it sit in the water. I probably should have glued it on. No! That's all right. We will fix it. Dang. This tape is sticky. All right. Let's do some surgery here. I'm going to put a little right there. I can get it to come out. Come on. There we go. And then put them together. That was a yucky split. I can get it to lay flat. If not, hubby's gonna have to make me a new one. And that's not gonna be happy with that. There. I may let that dry overnight and see how it looks. All right, we're going to put established on here. It's hard to see on the camera. Well, let me zoom you in. You'll see it better. All right, best thing to do with this is put a little bit on here and dip it in, because otherwise you're going to have a slippery, slimy letter sliding all over the place. So it's easier to do it that way. And you really only need a little bit of this, which I have to explain to my class at the library, because the one girl, she really globs it on, and we don't need to. You only need a little bit. It's a very strong glue. There. Okay, where's the tea? And then we have the little dot. Thank you, Rach. Very classy, you know. Well, this one is, there we go. Didn't want to cooperate. So let's get some more glue on here. That one, it's very, I think, elegant looking. Except her mom said she's going to keep her maiden name, and I thought, uh-oh, I can't put two names on there. So she said, go with this one. They'll be fine with it. I probably could have, but your prominent letter, you don't want two letters in there. Sticking to the paper. No. It's holding really well. There we go. Ay, ay, ay. Yep. And then I boogered it up. All right. Should have left it on the wood. All right, so we're going to figure out where this is going to go real quick and glue it in place, because it's holding. It just would be better if it was on the wood to. So what I'm kind of doing is, okay, this is your middle line, so I'm kind of eyeballing it. I think we could go over just a little bit, like that. So I'm going to get my Q in place first. Okay. There. Now I know right where that one's going to go. So now see, this is too much. I don't need that much. So I'm going to kind of let gravity do its thing here, although it's not. So we'll do that. Everybody's dreaming, snorting in their sleep. Because you don't want it floating. You want it to grab hold. And you need a gentle little bit of glue on there for it to do that. There we go. And that might still be a little too much. So I'm just going to blot and get some of it off. Now. Yeah, that's going to hold okay. And then I will just put another coat of paint on top of there. Doesn't that look good? Isn't that pretty? Get the red tag off there. See if we can get that in there a little further. And then work on getting that in there. And I'm making some new files. We've got a new set coming out for the standing post. It's a bee one. We've got some hair barrettes, spring and bee hair barrettes coming out. So there's some new stuff. There, I think we're golden. Let me pull you up here again. There we go. How's that look? So what do you think of the, see the caramel colored in there? Can you see them? Right here. I don't know if you can see them or not. Oh, and then a must, a chair pad put on it. Okay. I just think it makes it look just simple. You know what I mean? So it doesn't go with any specific season. So we always put one of those on the back because we don't want it scratching anybody's door. Shh, shh, shh. Don't even. Toots. And then we'll cut this little part here. Now what I do with this, it's one of those display showers where you don't wrap anything now. I get the clear cellophane and then I put a clear cellophane covering the whole thing with a nice little bow and tag up at the top. Have you been to any of those yet? Where you don't wrap the presents, you leave them in their box and you just put a bow on it. I want it to present well, and I don't want things falling all over, so for me, I just use the clear cellophane. Kind of this new age thing. Already lost one of the beads. There we go. So I'll have to get my glue gun and glue those in. No, they're coming to a town near you. I've been to 3 of them so far. Well, I've had 3 that I've been invited to. I think it's done that way so everybody can socialize and not feel rushed, and you know, you can go over and look at the pile, but they don't unwrap everything. Like, they don't do anything to it. You just pile it on a table and that's where it stays. Now, I don't know with hers, if hers will be different. But it said on their display shower, please do not wrap. So, all right. Rachel, are you going on at all this week? How are you feeling? Oh, I do have a show and tell. We had a glitter rack that we had that was really difficult to put together for some people, especially if they painted it ahead of time. So this holds the glitter chimp glitter. Sure, it holds others. I had one. I don't know if it holds this one. No, these are too big. These are twinklets. But if you have and want the glitter rack, just make sure that you send us the measurement. This one holds 42. Okay. I'll keep watching. All right, let me know. So this now comes in 42, 24, or 18. And there are spacers that my husband made. So if you don't have it sitting on a table, you can put the spacer on it and it will be away from the wall, and then you can hang it that way. Yeah, there's two spacers that keep it away from the wall, and then you have your holes for the hanger. No problem. So that was redesigned to make it fit and slide easier, like our beaded pen racks. We are still selling those. It's crazy. So, all right, I will see you all on Wednesday. Have a great week. Get some sleep. Enjoy the sun. I hope you have sun. All right, good night.